I think music is one of the best ways to code what is in your inner self, and in fact, the most authentic music is always the truest music that reflects, I think, a culture or a person's view of culture or the world, and what I think Silk Road, it's a term, but actually I think of all music as part of world music, in the sense that I think classical music is part of world music. Classical music, and in fact, I think there is nowadays a world classical music, because it actually, you have composers writing music, or in the many forms that you can write music from everywhere around the world that we perform on stage. Osvaldo Golijov is an example of that. Boulez is an example of a world composer. And but what I think people can expect is to hear some extraordinary musicians that come from slightly different places. Sandeep Das from New Delhi, Wutong from Beijing, and Alim Kazimov, who will be appearing next year, one of the greatest musicians I have ever heard and seen. He comes from Baku, Azerbaijan, and he is probably one of the most celebrated musicians in the Mugam tradition, which is the classical music of Azerbaijan. And so when he sings with his trio, it's like hearing the most wonderful string quartet, and it's always a transcendent experience. So hopefully people will hear music that they know, and also hear some music that they don't know, and be prepared to go on an adventure.